What's wrong, Makiko?
Oh, sorry. I just get really down on Fridays.
Huh? You feel down on Fridays? Do you want to talk about it?
That would be nice. Could we talk about it over lunch?
Of course.
My name is Makiko Sonoda. I work in a field where I use the qualifications I obtained during my university years. I live with my husband, who is the same age as me. But his mother is the reason why I dread the weekends. My husband, Takayuki, was in poor health as a child and required a lot of care. Because of this, his mother still treats him as if he were a child and continues to take care of him. Even when I went to her to announce our marriage,
"This file contains all the information you need to care for Takayuki. Since Takayuki is in poor health, please make sure to follow these instructions, Makiko."
Oh. What? This thick file? All of this?
It includes recipes for each season, where to buy clothing, and what kind of materials to use for Takayuki. It's all written in that file.
Huh? It also includes the stores where to shop.
Of course. I can't have you giving something that would cause Takayuki to fall ill.
I see.
Takayuki is in poor health, so make sure you cook this for him. No additives, of course. Use this detergent and for moisturizing.
Fragile? Wasn't that when he was just a kid? Can't Takayuki just say he doesn't need it?
Just ignore her rambling.
Makiko?
Yes?
Make sure that you take good care of Takayuki.
Yes. That happened when I went to greet her.
What? That's hilarious.
Hey, don't laugh.
Sorry. Well, how does that relate to you dreading the weekends? Is she coming over to your place?
Yeah, from every Friday to Monday, she stays over.
Huh? Really?
Really. I should have refused the file when we were introduced.
But isn't it difficult to do for the wife's position?
Exactly. Which was why I was hoping my husband would tell her no instead. Takayuki can't refuse his mother. And during the introduction, he hardly said anything at all. Even though I asked him to stop her from coming over during the weekends, he seems to feel guilty about the past when she had to take care of him, which makes it difficult for him to refuse her. I'm home.
There you are, Makiko. You were late today.
Tokie.
Working this late? Are you taking proper care of Takayuki?
Yes. Late? It's still 6 p.m.
I'm home. Oh, Mom, you're here already?
Hey there, Takayuki. Welcome back. The bath is ready. What do you want to do?
Oh, really? Then I guess I'll take a bath before eating dinner.
She even uses the bathtub without asking.
Makiko, could you help me prepare dinner?
Yes.
Hey, why don't you quit your job?
Here she goes again.
Makiko, are you listening to me?
Oh, yes. Well, I need to discuss my work with Takayuki.
Discuss with Takayuki? He's so kind that he'd let you work if you asked him.
Is that so?
Yes, so you need to tell him. You want to focus on taking care of him.
But nowadays it's common for both spouses to work.
Are you serious? Takayuki is the one supporting your household with his income, right?
My own income is also quite substantial.
Even so, it's not much compared to what Takayuki makes, right?
Since I work in a job where I can use my qualifications, my income is double the amount of Takayuki's. We will discuss this with Takayuki. If I quit my job, we wouldn't be able to manage financially. My income is what supports our household. Despite that, our weekends are spent dealing with my harsh mother-in-law. Hey, could you tell your mother that my income is the main source of our financial support? Or at least tell her to stop visiting every weekend.
Oh, that.
You can't tell her?
I think she'd be worried if I told her about my income. She might think it's because I'm in poor health.
The job change has had a big impact. Why not be honest with her? She might understand.
I'm sorry, Makiko. I'll subtly suggest that she visits less frequently.
Takayuki apologized to me, but in the end, he can't completely reject his mother. As a result, she began coming over to our home as if it were her own. Just as tension was starting to build between Takayuki and me, a turning point came.
Really? Is that true?
Yes, I went to see the doctor today.
I see.
There's a new life growing here.
Let's do our best to nurture it.
Yes. I was expecting a child with Takayuki. From now on, I need to be responsible as a parent and do my best.
Yes, so it would be helpful if you could refrain from coming every weekend. Huh?
It sounds like his mother is agitated.
Yeah. Okay.
Huh? What is it?
She wants me to put you on the phone. Here.
Hello?
What were you thinking?
What? What do you mean by that?
You got pregnant. How are you going to take care of Takayuki now?
But this is your grandchild.
I don't need any grandchildren. You should be prioritizing Takayuki instead.
Huh? What on earth are you saying? I don't have anything to talk about with you anymore.
What's the matter, Makiko? It's not good for your health to get worked up.
Your mother told me that she doesn't want any grandchildren and that I should be taking care of you instead. This is insane.
No way.
Don't let her come here anymore.
Wait, what?
We don't know what she might do to the baby.
Okay, I got it. I'll tell her.
I had Takayuki tell his mother not to visit our home. I thought this would finally let us start living as a proper couple. However, on the next weekend, something surprising happened.
I'll get the door.
Thank you.
Huh? Mom, I told you not to visit until things were settled, right?
What if you get sick because of this?
Tokie, we're already an independent family.
Keep out of this, Makiko. Honestly, I can't believe you got pregnant without notice.
What is she saying?
I'd be happy if Takayuki would break up with Makiko and married Yumika instead.
What are you saying, Mom? That would be a burden on Yumika, too.
Huh? I don't mind. Wait a minute. Who is this?
Yumika is Takayuki's childhood friend.
We are really close. Childhood friends? Could she be his ex?
Let go of me, Yumika.
Their parents were so close that the two of them grew up practically like family.
If it were me, I'd want to be a stay-at-home wife like Tokie and focus on taking good care of my husband.
See? Someone domestic like her is just perfect for Takayuki.
What are you two even saying?
As your mother, I want you to be with someone who will put you first.
Takayuki, what is this?
I have no idea what's going on.
You promised you'd marry me when we were kids.
That was when we were just kids.
Makiko doesn't seem to be properly using the file I made for her.
Well, that's... You can't expect me to shop at those stores. We don't even live in the same area.
So, Takayuki, why don't you marry Yumika instead and come back home?
What? That's too far from my workplace.
Then why don't you work somewhere near home? You're a talented person, so you'll be fine.
But...
So this is why Takayuki kept changing jobs. because Tokie was nagging at him.
Don't be unreasonable.
Then at least let me take care of you like before.
I need to take it easy, so I'd appreciate it if I could live quietly.
Oh, then that's perfect.
Huh? What do you mean? If she comes here, it definitely won't be quiet.
Takayuki, come back home on the weekends. I would like to take care of him, especially on weekdays, but since his workplace is close from here, it can't be helped.
What are you talking about? I don't see the problem. You get to enjoy the weekends on your own.
Yeah, you want to spend the weekends quietly, right? Or would you rather go somewhere else while I take care of Takayuki? I don't mind if you stayed in your room all day.
What a nerve! Takayuki, what are you going to do about this?
For now, I'll try going back to my parents' place next week.
Hey!
Yes, that's a great idea. I'll be waiting for you next week.
I'll also help out with Tokie at Takayuki's place.
Okay. Alright. I understand. So go home for today.
You're right. I need to prepare for next week, so I'll leave.
What are you thinking?
Well, it's better than them showing up uninvited, right?
But aren't you worried about leaving me alone?
It's only this one time, okay?
In the end, Takayuki can't stop his mother. Fine, but come back if something happens.
Okay.
To prevent Tokie visiting our home, Takayuki returned to his parents' home on the weekend. But his time at Tokie's home gradually increased. Since I'm only 4 months pregnant, could you please reduce the time you spend at your mother's place considering my health?
What are you talking about? I'm doing this for your sake.
But we can't spend any time together on the weekends.
Stop complaining. Or should I have my mom come over instead?
What? Don't you care about me at all?
You don't understand that I'm doing this for you. Fine. Let's take some space and cool off.
Huh? What do you mean by that?
I'm going to stay at my parents' house for a while. It's a bit far from my workplace, but that won't be a problem.
What? You're going to leave me?
Well, you get to have a quiet home all to yourself. Bye.
This can't be happening. Wait, Takayuki! Takayuki! This can't be happening. Are we really going to get divorced or over something like this? Ow! My stomach! As a result, my body was exposed to excessive stress. And as a consequence, the new life that had been growing inside me passed away. Since I hadn't told my workplace about my pregnancy, I decided to take a few days off of work, saying that I wasn't feeling well. The person who was concerned about me wasn't my own husband, Takayuki. Instead, it was my friend, Akina.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I feel bad since Akina was the first person to know about my pregnancy. Yeah, but there will be another opportunity. Thanks for coming, Akina.
No, it's just that I was actually hoping to see your husband.
Oh, there's our wedding photo over there.
Let me see. Is he good looking? Wait! This guy!
What's wrong?
Your husband is Takayuki Sonoda?
Huh? You know Takayuki?
Yeah. We used to be classmates.
Wow, what a coincidence. If you don't mind, could you tell me about what Takayuki was like when he was younger? Akina?
I'm sorry, Makiko, but what I'm about to tell you isn't part of the past. It's about now.
What do you mean?
I know you're already having a hard time, but I think you should know this.
With a serious expression on her face, Akina told me something very important. A few days later, after giving it some time, I asked Takayuki to come back home. It took all this for him to finally come home. Maybe this is what our marriage has come to.
This was unfortunate, but maybe it just wasn't the right time. Let's try again when you're ready.
It wasn't the right time? Try again. Is that all you have to say?
Well, it's already done, so what can we do?
What can we do? What do you mean by that? You were also a father to this baby.
Well, even if you say that, I didn't feel like I was.
I can't stand this side of you.
Makiko, I heard about what happened.
Tokie.
Geez, you can't even take care of Takayuki, and now this? You're failing as a wife in the Sonoda family.
What are you saying?
I believe I could become the ideal wife Tokie is looking for. Why don't you consider marrying me instead?
She's right. I think that would be wonderful.
No, we're not getting divorced. Right, Makiko?
We are.
Huh?
I'm divorcing Takayuki. Do whatever you want after that.
Wait, why are we getting divorced?
I don't see any problem here, Takayuki. Why don't you break up with such a heartless person?
Well, then I'd be all alone.
Huh? You won't be alone, right, Yumika? Do you know something? Yes, I do. Takayuki, Makiko knows.
What?
What do you mean, Yumika?
Looks like Tokie and Takayuki still don't understand.
What is this picture?
Oh my!
That day, when Akina came to visit, she told me about Takayuki's affair with Yumika. She told me that the two childhood friends were finally getting together, and that it was causing quite a stir in the local community. She even asked her friends for photos of the two to give to me. That's right, Tokie. Me and Takayuki are in love. I was comforting him because Makiko was being cold. I see. As we spent time together, we both ended up developing real feelings for each other. I'm sorry, Makiko.
Well, it seems like Takayuki needs to take responsibility as a man in this situation.
No, I didn't mean for this to happen.
You're right. Besides, even if we stayed married, you'd still end up unable to stand up to your mother. And whenever things got awkward, you just go back to your mother's place, right? I'm sick of living like this.
Well, this is perfect. Makiko also agrees. You should have told me sooner, Yumika. If you and Takayuki were together like that.
Tokie doesn't seem to mind that her son was having an affair. Of course, I will be demanding alimony from both Takayuki and Yumika.
Alimony? Well, why?
Of course I will. After all, he cheated on me. If it's for Takayuki's sake, I'm sure you can manage, right?
You're right. If that's what it will take for you to leave him.
It seems that Yumika is deeply in love with Takayuki. So paying shouldn't be a problem for you, right? Considering Takayuki's salary, paying alimony won't be a problem. So we're going to separate, right, Takayuki?
No. This isn't what I meant, Makiko. Please.
If you're going to continue throwing a tantrum, I might need to consult with a lawyer. Then everybody around you will know about this.
No, that would be a problem. I have to maintain appearances. I don't want any more trouble.
Takayuki, this is your chance. Yumika is definitely the better choice.
Fine. I'll get a divorce.
Yay! Now Takayuki is all mine. And so Takayuki and I ended up getting divorced. After our divorce, Takayuki remarried Yumika just as Tokie told him to, and returned to his mother's home to start living with Yumika. It seems Yumika was relying on Takayuki's salary. But with Takayuki's actual income, their life will surely become difficult once they pay the alimony. 6 months after the divorce, I received a call from an unexpected person. Hey, how are you going to explain this? Huh? Yumika? Why are you calling me? Don't play dumb. You knew about Takayuki's income, didn't you? Oh. Considering the fact that he lied to even his mother, I wonder if he also lied to Yumika as well. There's only half the amount of money I had heard he makes. What? Half the amount? That means he was claiming to have the same amount of income as me. I see. You're really in trouble now. But that has nothing to do with me. Have a good day. Takayuki is such a pretentious man. I told Akina about what happened during the phone call. And in return, she told me about what had happened back in their hometown.
I heard from my friend that Yumika also returned to her parents' home.
Really? She moved back too?
Well, his income was way less than what he had told her after all. But I've heard that Tokie is saying she won't allow the divorce.
Well, Yumika won't be able to take care of Takayuki if she's gone back to her parents' home.
Tokie's reasoning is that it would look bad for Takayuki's reputation if he was divorced twice.
That makes sense.
And I heard that Tokie has been working part-time. She tells everyone that she can do anything if it's for her son. But since she doesn't have any experience working before, she's having a hard time.
She should just make Takayuki work. Well, I don't care as long as I get the proper amount of alimony. It appears that Takayuki has been absent at work frequently, and it's rumored that he may soon resign on his own. Even so, Tokie seems to be overjoyed to be living with her son. So she happily takes care of him every day. I do pity Takayuki being tied up by his mother's obsession with him. But he did have the chance to put an end to it many times.
I'm going to a matchmaking party. Now that you're single, do you want to come along?
I think I'll enjoy living alone for a while.
I see. That's one way to look at it.
I would like to have a family if I ever have another chance. But for now, I want to focus on enjoying taking care of myself every day.